Smash the like button if your team are currently Premier League champions. Not everyone can say. Smash the like button. Happy Tuesday. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and in some cases, good night. Arsenal are Premier League 2025-26 champions. We can't allow them to rain in our parade. Hopefully, we're not only Premier League champions, but we're European champions. And listen, forget external noise. You know, they've dished out licks at this football club for 22 years. We all know in the last 4 years, they're calling us unbearable because we're flinging corn back. They've got no ammunition to work with, especially them lot down the lane having parties. Their players are going out celebrating relegation. But we know what they're going to do if we don't win the Champions League. They're going to try rain on the parade, all of these things, completely contradicting what they've probably said a few weeks ago. Between Arsenal and Paris Saint-Germain, we'll do battle when that time comes on the Saturday. I do want to say this. I need to put that on silent. I want to say this, though, Arsenal fans, of course it's going to be disappointing if, God forbid, obviously, common sense, we want to win the Champions League. It goes without saying, yeah? But if we don't, it's going to be disappointing. But we have to brush it off. And I say not brush it off because while we want to have that, we want to be in these conversations and win that, don't let the disappointment, if that happens, of not winning the Champions League, completely eradicate the high we've been on this week. Or, happy anniversary to those who won the Premier League as well. A week's flown by. Last Tuesday, we're champions. Don't let that overshadow it. The players deserve it. The fans deserve it. Everybody around this club, regardless, on Sunday, bring your shin pads, bring your boots. Fire. We're on fire. Arteta's a madman for saying that in April. Don't trust my manager. He's a genius. Pickpockets, RAF, all of these things that he does. He's crazy and we deserved it. But yeah, don't let that be watered down. And second of all, I don't even know because I've said bare things in it, but I have to thank you lot. You lot on YouTube and this platform that we have, I cannot thank you lot enough, I can't thank you lot enough for all of your great comments around the world, whether you're part of the watch-alongs and the reactions, whether you catch the content on a replay, whether you binge watch or don't. Listen, I love all of you lot, and it's not that I'm disregarding that. I say that to say this. Thank you, man, because you see, I'm one of you lot. Yes, I like football, but I'm just a passion merchant on being a hooligan. I've enjoyed jumping up and down with Arsenal fans at City Splash. Obviously, last Tuesday, I was there on Wednesday, Sunday. Was it Sunday? That's just gone. It's been a blur, man. There's been too much alcohol in that. Sunday as well. Sunday was a movie. And you know what, I can't put into words, bro. Like, you lot are ridiculous. Like, some of you lot coming up to me, like, you lot have done me. The only thing I'll criticize is there's so many pictures that you lot have taken, There's two things. There's so many pictures with, man, that you lot have taken. Very rarely are you lot tagging me. And I want to put them on my platform. So that's one. And also, honestly, you lot made me think like I was playing. Like, I helped us win the Premier League because, like, old men, old women, young people, different religions and races, you all coming up to me, showing me love, telling me you never gave up in the team, you backed us, you done this, you done that on TalkSport, you speak for us, which is the biggest compliment I can ever say that you lot, I'm not perfect, but man's trying, innit? All of those kind of things, like, I should have been recording all of these things to give to you lot. So honest to God, thank all of you lot, man, to share this moment with you lot in the trenches, in and around Islington. People's kids are taking, like, dads are, I'm taking pictures with them and their kids. Like, couldn't even, you lot made me feel like I'm Jeremy Corbyn, like, hey, deleted. All right, hi, man. Picture here, picture there, picture. And there's so many names, man. Big up Dipper, I think his name is as well. Like, guys older than me, like, it's for you lot, innit? It's because of you lot. So thank you, man, because there's a lot of memories. Obviously, winning the title, having that moment with the players in the football club and us, and sharing it with you lot. It will stay with me for life. There's no words for it, people. You just had to be there. So from the bottom of my heart, even this big, he must have been about 70 years of age. This white guy just come up to me, deluded, mate. He's grabbed me like, deluded, yes, my guy, like, bro. Yeah, man. So, man, I'm even starstruck in that as well. Like, I'm just a normal person, a Z-list celebrity. Now, I never said this, but yeah, man, that has to be said, man. So, yeah, without you lot, it's dead, innit? Without you lot, it's dead. Without you lot, it's dead, man. So, yeah, appreciate you lot around the world, however you support and however you're part of this community. I even see Pop. Where is he? I see there he is. He's changed his name now. Champions of England. He's right. Hit the like buttons on your way in. Linz, Celts, Karma, One Love. Big up DG. I don't know if you know, but over here in St. Lucia, we've been going off over here. Big Skelly, his family's from here as well. Big up Lewis Skelly. Bro, the pictures. Like, there's too many to see. Gyökeres recreating his thing. Mikel Arteta. We're seeing Bukayo Saka and Martinelli go from boys to men at this football club and win silverware. Declan Rice. There's so much poetic stories, man. There's so much. I'm not letting rants forget. There's a revenge tour. And I know I've taken a bit of a break because I thought, you know what? This time ain't dedicated to the pagans, innit? Let me enjoy with the Arsenal fans, but don't worry. Andy Goldstein, Gabby Abonglaho, couple of them City players, they still people on the hit list that need to be hit the fuck up. I have not forgotten. Don't worry, people. Don't worry. Big up St. Lucia as well, if I didn't make that clear. Big up DJ in the chat, Jake. You know it's A's up to he frees up. We're beating the PSG on Saturday. By God's grace, man. My thing is, the only optimism I have is we're arriving into this final in a better moment, because there is a reality, God forbid, where the Premier League went left, our season's on the line in the Champions League against PSG, whether you win it or not, that defines if you've had a good or bad season type of thing. We've won it. We're a bit comfortable. We're a bit, I do think the players are switched on. I see some people getting onto these players for having a party. They will, listen, before they even look for their passport, let alone on the plane, if you're not serious, Arteta's going to beat you up. And Arteta will beat himself up if he's not serious. So I hope we are in it. Football-wise, I do think we'll cope. I do think we'll cope with PSG. I don't think we're going to get battered. If it comes down to fine margins, I think on paper, the aces are in their sleeve. I think tactically what they do in midfield with the rotations and the front three, I've said it before. I think obviously the two go hand in hand, right? But for me, Arteta had to win me the Prem, which we've done it, innit? And big up the players as well. Like, we've been doing well. Bit of a wobble in April. End of the day, yeah, we're playing a City side that around when you saw their celebrations when I can't remember if they drew or beat Liverpool in all honesty, but Haaland scored a penalty. You saw around Chelsea. You saw the fact that they ain't lost a game since November. I know it's not the greatest Pep Guardiola City side. Bearing in mind, domestically, they have still won 2 domestic trophies and they pushed us to the end. We had an 8 to 12 point gap. Honestly, I can't really remember. It looked like we kind of fucked it up. And all that screaming and shouting and crying, yeah, and if it goes down to goal difference in the last game of the season, bro, everyone got to remember, 7 games, 7 points, apologies. We finished 7 points above them. And also, April, it looked like we were going to do that Arsenal thing. Let's be real, like, we're going to crumble now, etc. Those last 5 games will always be remembered. Like, for me, when someone thinks about this season, I will remember the 22 years, all of that kind of jazz, yeah. But I will remember Newcastle away, and I will also remember I'll remember Bournemouth negatively, Wolves for the banter, but these last stretch where there was no margin for error by hook or by crook, the man have done it. And there's, you know what, on reflection, the defeat against City at the Etihad, I saw a reaction from us, innit? There are things we need to do better to go to the next level. Obviously, if we get to a point where we could be 8 to 12 points clear, we need to start running away with things. Obviously, tactically, we need to evolve. And I have to big up Mikel Arteta. I've bigged you up enough. So we'll be here all day. Arteta, legend at this club already now, innit? You've done your thing. The players, because none of you have really done it bar Rice and the defenders, none of you have done it for the majority of the season. But you've all chipped in. Zubamendi, you've fallen off in the second half of the season. You've chipped in. Miles Lewis-Skelly, unfortunately, as much as I wanted you to play, we weren't seeing you. Tail end of the season, you've chipped in. I don't need to tell you about Saliba, Gabriel Rice, David Raya. It goes without saying. Timber, prior to your injury, you've chipped in. Hincapié, Calafiori, Benjamin White, you've chipped in. Martinelli, you've chipped in. Trossard, you've chipped in. Eze, you've chipped in. Kai Havertz, you've chipped in. You actually got our last Premier League goal prior to the Crystal Palace game. It was you, innit? You've chipped in. Gyökeres, first half of the season to now, you've chipped in. Saka, you ain't been fully fit. You've chipped in. Noni, the record, the stats are meaty. You've chipped in. Max Dowman, Everton, I won't forget Everton at home. Max Dowman, I don't really want to rate Eze purely for the North. He should be scoring against the small clubs like Spuds, but there's too much memories. There's bare Haylanders here that have done their thing. Obviously, technically, we can count Eze against Spurs, Max Dowman off the bench against Everton. For me, Newcastle away, because I felt that was the blueprint, if I'm honest with you. I feel we handled external factors in that game. And what I mean by that is, we all know Gyökeres should have had a penalty. Obviously, we conceded a goal. There was a couple other dodgy talking points. Potentially, I never saw it. Magalhaes could have been sent off, and we never got conceded a penalty or a red card. I don't think that's going to be the case next year, because there's been times we probably should have been given that. But yeah, they've just locked in, bro. Like, they've just locked in. They locked in. There's so many good memories. And, you know, from the starters against Newcastle away, to the people who came off the bench, every one of those players, and the gaffer as well, that was the game. That was the blueprint for me. I think Arteta complicated shit where he needed to complicate shit, kept things simple where he needed to keep things simple. The players were with it. And someone provided an interesting talking point. Yeah, now's not the time, if I'm honest with you. We're getting towards it to talk about the Champions League, right? But for me, it's you hope Timber's fit. Mascara is probably the bookie's favorite. Somebody said, not even based on the Crystal Palace game, but we all know West Ham away, big us up for getting out of there as well. Rice went right back. It was mad. Is there a chance Zubimendi plays right back against Paris Saint-Germain? Not saying I want to see that, but is there a chance? I don't know, people. So yeah, man. Crazy. I don't know why the comments ain't coming up, my boy, but we're champions. They're doing us dirty, Crazy, man. Big up, Crazy. They're doing us absolutely dirty. None of you lot's comments are coming up, but it's different. We're champions. And if I'm honest with you, people, I know we can't win it all the time and things like that. But one, it feels like 22 years just went like that. Two, I'm sweating as hell, as you can see. It's like trying steak for the first time. It's like trying to find the things in life. It's like when you go to them nice restaurants and all them things in central London or any rich place in the world, it's very different to go back to bully beef, innit? Like, I want this. Like, in the next 18 months, this club could do other things, yeah? They could do two things I'm dying to see us do. That's win a Champions League or start to do stuff in Europe. I do think we need to consistently win Premier League titles and bully this league. I know there's exceptions to the rule, but generally, you look at someone like Pep. Before he got to a final and lost, then he obviously won it. Before that, he was getting to the latter stages of Europe, not really doing anything when he was at City. He bullied this league. I do think we need to do that. We have established a level of consistency. We've been, this season, we're the best team. Last few years, we've been the second best team or shot ourselves in the foot. There's that. But for me, if we could not only win a Premier League, retain it, we've never retained it, and win a Champions League, it's serious stuff. And if we're honest with ourselves, yeah, go and look at any point. It doesn't matter if you're in your early teens or in your 20s or you're all the way to your 50s, 60s, 70s, you get where I'm going, yeah? Every time we've had success at this football club, not to rain on no parades, but every time we've had success, we've never built on it, you know? Go and look at it. Anytime we've won a league title, we've never done that. I'm not going to go, for me anyways, dominance is Sir Alex Ferguson. Dominance is Pep Guardiola. I don't think we're going to quite do that, but we have an opportunity. I do think you can't downplay Xabi Alonso at Chelsea. I know Chelsea's got a mess right now, but I look at Xabi Alonso in the same way I look at Mikel Arteta in 2019. Obviously, I hope it doesn't bang. They're playing one game a week. Man United, obviously, with more games and their fans are doing too much, we don't know what they're going to bring to the table. City have lost Pep Guardiola. So this is why I think it's a free-for-all. They've lost Pep Guardiola. They're still going to be up there. The only one I don't think is Liverpool. I can't lie, Liverpool can get their acts together. If Slot does that, that's great for them. If they get a new manager, they're going to be there. We're also going to get better because, let's be honest, I'm sure across certain other metrics we've improved this season, etc. But to the eye test, for us normal fans, we ain't, have we? Like, we ain't. And we still got over the line. So imagine we see consistency from Gyökeres, from Eze, from Saka, and all of our attackers. If we see what they can do on a consistent basis, Arteta, I don't want to keep waffling about it, but puts the handbrake down. We marry improved attack with some defend, with everything we do defensively. We could make a real run of this next 18 months, 2 years, because realistically, in these 4 years, I'm happy we've got the Prem. It'd be fair to say, if we got our ducks in a row and got our acts together last season, what could we have done the season before that? Obviously, 2022-23 was our first time. We knew we wouldn't do it, but there are aspects and examples where other teams have been in that and whatever. And I don't need to tell you about the domestic. We should have had a bit more FA Cup since Arteta's won it. The man's admitted it. We can't go back in time, but it's now time to do exactly that. One more cup final to go. Let's do the double. I hope so, man. How are we feeling about Rodgers? You lot know I want Rodgers. He can play on the right. He can play off that left. He can play centrally. Not that I care about this, but he's English. I think he's got that positive, like, chip on his shoulder. I do think them kind of players, as I always say, if you ain't got 70 to 100 million, it might be a non-story. And obviously, Aston Villa have secured Europe. They want to build on what they're doing. There's probably many a player that if they are under any financial issues, which have probably been alleviated now that they've got Europe, I couldn't tell you. You'd have to ask Aston Villa fans, but logically, there's probably